Alright guys, welcome to Comic Hour. This is for Ultimate Black Panther number 4 by Hill, Caselli, and Carell. Now, quick favor, make sure you subscribe and like. Okay, now if you need to get caught on, click the link above, watch that video, and come back to this one to figure everything out. Now, as you know from previous issues, T'Challa has been gone from Wakanda in search of his enemies. Along the way, he found Storm and Killmonger as allies. Now his country in need of leadership as they grow confused and tired of the politics as there are no kings to be found. Okoye, the queen of Wakanda, is here reassuring the city, giving a speech saying, "I have heard from our king. Soon he will be back among us. He has revelation about this war, about our enemies, about what they seek." Of course, she has no clue what she's talking about, as she herself has not even heard about King T'Challa or where he's been for some times now. She goes on and say that those who murdered King T'Chaka, the father of T'Challa, will be brought to justice. Again, she has no clue what's going on. She's trying to comfort the crowd. The speech was mainly to reassure a nation who has lost faith in their government. She ends by saying, "Wakanda forever." Now, a few moments later, Princess Shuri confronts the queen, saying, "You lie, but I understand why. I gave them what they needed, Shuri." "Faith," says the queen. Shuri tells her that she hasn't even heard from T'Challa for weeks, but must believe that he is still alive. Queen is saying that there are spies among them and that they must root them out of Wakanda. Shuri is optimistic, telling the queen that everything will be fine. "Perhaps you should be the one to speak to Wakanda," says the queen, as if she was offended. "Not me, Okoye. You are the queen," says Shuri, as she walks away. Later that night, the queen in her sleep feels a small drop of sweat coming down to her face. As she woke, she sees her attacker. She jumps off her bed and dodges a sword strike. The assassin is covered from head to toe, wearing a mask. Shuri comes into the queen's aid and runs after this unknown assassin, following a trail of blood as she sees the person in a dark alley saying, "End of Wakanda," saying the words "is shot too," which gives Shuri an unknown distraction. The assassin begins her assault on Shuri, saying that she was raised by the beliefs of Wakanda, the lies they've been telling, and saying that Khonshu showed her the truth. Shuri is quick to notice the assassin's stance and calls her Dora Milaje, Wakanda's finest female soldiers. The assassin says that she was, and that Ra and Khonshu will make her a god. But as soon as she was going to deliver the final blow, King T'Challa shows up and stops her. The Black Panther says, "You will not harm my blood." "Brother, you are alive," says Shuri. "Alive and aware," says the king. Shuri is saying that she is Dora Milaje and that she spoke of Khonshu, the assassin did. All of a sudden, her body disintegrates. Now, find ourselves in the temple of Ra, an unknown location. Yo, Milaje fell. You play with Wakanda rule. You underestimate them, says Khonshu to Ra. Now Ra is quick in saying that their king is dead. "They fear us," he says. Again, Khonshu says, "You underestimate T'Challa." Finally, someone as a bad guy who is wise. Ra says that he knows their name, but yet the king has no idea why they seek power and does not know what they truly are. For those of you who don't know where Ra and Khonshu come from, Let me tell you and give you a little background that they are part of a grander scheme and that they work basically for the Maker, the ultimate new bad guy known as Reed Richards in the Marvel Universe. When the Maker decided to screw different multiverse, he gave this universe, this Wakanda, to Ra and Khonshu to control and take over. As you know, Reed Richards' plan was to destabilize all the superheroes from these universes, taking away their powers or changing the course of history so that none had ever even discovered their powers. Hint at the ultimate Spider-Man, who is older and recently, at an older age, found his power. The Maker took the spider away from his timeline, and that spider was supposed to bite Peter Parker and give him powers at a young age. Now, we return to Ra and Khonshu, and they are saying here that they will destroy Wakanda by the light of the moon. Moving on to the Queen and T'Challa, Okoye is upset at him, telling the king that he could have told her about his plans. You are the king, and the king will do as he wants. But you are my husband, and I deserve to know if you are alive or dead, she says angrily, telling him that she gave a speech to their nation and had to lie to comfort the people. I should have been here, says T'Challa. The truth, says the queen. That's all I ever ask is the truth. No more secrets, she says. T'Challa agrees. T'Challa explains to her that Ra and Khonshu are here for bad intentions, that they are looking for power, and it frightens him, he says. Now, we need a new circle of trust, the king says, as we see the queen walking, covering and closing from head to toe. He asks her to meet him in the temples of the sacred dead. Move in silence, tell no one where you are going, and trust no one, says King T'Challa. My queen, meet our circle of force, as King T'Challa introduced him to Killmonger and Storm, with Shuri in the background. This new group looked like a force to be reckoned with, but will it be enough to defeat Ra and Khonshu? Find out in the next issue. And that is all for this issue here. Wow, things are getting heated here in Wakanda, with political turmoil and not knowing who their true enemies are capable of. It was an enjoyable read, but and again, we don't know what that big powerball was in the last issue, as you can recall. So much to uncover, and that is what makes this comic great. This is the T'Challa that we've been waiting for, the stories we've been looking for. Let's just hope Marvel doesn't screw this up. Now, if you like, please subscribe and, of course, click the like button. And I will see you guys all next time. Thank you for watching, and peace out.